G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be going through my round 13 NRL tips. This video is shorter than usual. I do apologize. It's been very hard for me to find the time to make this. And as you have noticed, my recap isn't out and that should be out for you guys tomorrow night. But let's get into round 13. I can see a little bit of these team lists already and they look absolutely huge. So let's get into my tips.
Subscribe to Entertainer. Who's going to get the All-Stars tonight? Yeah, I like to entertain now.
So the first game sees the Dragons, who obviously lost to the Rabbitohs. They had a really good start up against the Roosters, who arguably should have lost that game against the Gold Coast Titans. The Titans competed really well in that match, but Roosters too good in the end. As for this match, Ryan Hall, again replacing Daniel Tupou. I can see there's no Boyd Cordner, so Tupanua is in for him. Their bench is Drew Hutchinson, Possa for Somali, Nat Butcher, Lindsay Collins. As for the Dragons, you've got Tristan Saylor retained in jersey 14, Ben Hunt and Adam Clune in the halves. Corey Norman has been dropped. I repeat, Corey Norman has been dropped to jersey number 19. That's kind of good for the Dragons, good and bad, I think. He's had some good games, some bad games. I think the Roosters will be too good here. I'm actually going to say that without Boyd Cordner, I can't see the Roosters putting on one of these 20-point monster scorelines until he comes back. He's an integral part of their team. I do think they can score some points here, though. So I'm going to take the Roosters by 12, and I'm going to take the Roosters 26 to the Dragons 14. The next game sees the Manly Sea Eagles up against the Warriors. They were shocked by Penrith at Lotto Land, and I expect them to respond this weekend. As for the outs, Dylan Walker and Brad Parker out. Obviously, Blake Green, who I've only just heard about 5 minutes ago, has signed with the Newcastle Knights. That is huge, which means that Nikorima and Harris Tavita, who have been fighting over the halves spot, are now in the halves together. So it's a really interesting change there for the Warriors. They're coming off a win to the Tigers. They're going to have a lot of confidence. I think Manly are going to be far too strong here. I'm taking Manly 13 plus. I'm going to take Manly. I'm going to take Manly well. I'm going to take Manly 32 points to 14. I think that the Warriors will compete, but Manly will be too good at home. And the Warriors have I want to tip them because they've shown me something I've been waiting to see from them all year. And that's consistency. We're starting to see a consistent side. And even though I think Manly are a lot better side, I give the Warriors a chance. But my gut tells me Manly win this. They hit back well. So 32 points to 14 in favour of the Sea Eagles. Next game sees the South Sydney Rabbitohs up against the Broncos. Rabbitohs coming off that big win against the Dragons. They'd be booming from that, especially Alex Johnston with his 300 metres. And the Broncos coming off a loss that they did not deserve in that match against the Sharks. They were fantastic, I thought. Darius Boyd is again at fullback. Latrell Mitchell in. Adam Reynolds has been named. Anthony Milford is out. The axe has been swung by the looks of it. Brody Croft is in jersey number 6 with Tom Dearden. I'll take the Rabbitohs here. I think I saw a lot of pride in the Broncos jersey and I kind of expect a similar performance. And I think this game will be really high scoring. I think this game could be like 34 points to 20. I'm going to take the Rabbitohs here by 14 points. I think that they showed a bit of form last week. You know what? I'm going to take them by 16. I'm going to take 36 to 20. Rabbitohs by 16. Showed me a bit of form last week. They've got their goal kicker back in Adam Reynolds, and I expect them to have a big game at ANZ. The next game sees the Melbourne Storm up against the Canterbury Bulldogs. Now, massive changes here. Looks like Ryan Pappenhausen is out. I'm not sure if it's injury. He's being rested. So Nico Hines will play at fullback. He's a fantastic young player from the Central Coast coming through the league. So good to see. Cameron Smith is out. We know he's going to be out for a couple of weeks, which I'll speak more about in my recap. As for the Doggies, Jack Cogger is out. Chris Smith is a chance of playing in jersey number 21. His return to the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs played quite good against the Eels in the second half last week, so I expect a bit of confidence. They do like to grind out wins against a team like Melbourne. I'm going to take Melbourne here again by 10. I think that even a similar scoreline, I'm going to say, I reckon the Doggies will defend. I'm going to take Melbourne. I'm going to take them 20 points to 10. I think this will be quite a good game of footy. Tom Eisen, who replaces Murray and Seve in the match. As for the Bulldogs, I spoke about their change. I don't see the Bulldogs winning. I see them being a grindy team, but the Storm coming away with a couple tries towards the end. So I'm going to take the Storm, and I'm going to take them 20 points to 10. The next game sees Newcastle Knights up against the West Tigers. And I think that the Newcastle Knights will be too good here. I'll say it plain and simple that the Tigers for mine, they were okay against the Warriors, but the Knights for mine are actually a bit of a dark horse this year. They're going under the radar, grinding out some wins. They're out of the top 4 for the first time in 2020. They've still got a really strong side. Still no Edric Lee, but Blake Green, his first Newcastle game, really shock signing to me. Kurt Mann's been in really good form, so not sure where he is. I'm just trying to look. It looks like he's out for the match. I can't really see here unless he's at dummy half. He's at dummy half. He's at number 9. Yeah, I think that Newcastle, especially at home against this Tigers side, I'm tipping the Knights 24 points to 8. I think they'll be way too good. Joey Leilua is in jersey number... No, he's back. He's back in jersey number 3, so good to see the aggression brought to the Tigers, but I can't see much happening. And Harry Grant is a massive out for them. He's out for the match, so Knights to win 24 points to 8. The next game sees the Penrith Panthers up against the Raiders. I've been looking forward to this game all year. I think it's been a massive test for both sides. And the Penrith Panthers have been playing some real good football. The Raiders have been grinding out games, competing against the likes of the Storm, the Roosters, and they beat the Cowboys over the weekend. As for this match, Caleb Aiken's in jersey number 1. Chance Nickel-Klokstad is back for the Raiders. That's a big in for them. Josh Papali's been in monster form. He is in for the match. Semi Valimi is out and Charlie Staines is out. Matt Burton is in the reserves for the match. Penrith for mine are flying. And I think this game will be good and bad for Penrith because I think they'll be tested and they'll win it. But I don't think they'll win it well. And I think the Raiders are a huge chance here. I'm going to take a really low scoring grind here. And I'm going to take the Panthers to beat the Raiders 16 points to 12. I think they'll think they're going to win this game easy. But the Raiders will really give it to them up there. And I'm going to take them 16 points to 12 in favour of Penrith Panthers. Second last game, which is on Sunday, is the Titans and the Cowboys. Now, in this game, I think that it's a really hard game to tip. Both of these sides arguably shouldn't have lost last round. The Cowboys were especially reffed into this game against the Raiders. But anyway, for this match, I have a lean towards the Cowboys. I don't know why. I think the Cowboys will be a little bit too strong for the Gold Coast. I am going to take it 22 points to 18. I think it's going to be a 4-pointer. There's going to be a match-winning try. Not sure who it's going to be. As for the ins and outs, there's not too much to speak about here, but Gavin Cooper is out and John Asiata is out. Yeah, Titans, I give them a massive chance here, especially being at home with the home crowd cheering them on. But I think the Cowboys will be a little bit too good. Now, the final game of the round sees the Sharks up against my Parramatta Eels. Now, I'm going to be honest, I was going to tip the Sharks. I was really thinking I'm going to tip the Sharks. But I think that the boys are going to be raring and feeling like that win was actually a loss. It really wasn't good for our club, and I think we'll respond here. I cannot see us winning 13 plus though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Eels, and I'm going to take them 24 points to 18. Cronulla are a high-scoring attacking team. Our defense is good, and I feel like we've got a little bit of points in us, especially with... No, okay, Ryan Madison is not back, is he? Wow. I was going to say, especially with the offload ability of Ryan Madison. Well, I'll give it to you now. I think Junior Paulo will score a try. He's been in fantastic form. I think he'll cross over the line this week. As for the ins and outs, I guess Ryan Madison is out. That sucks. Josh Dugan is in for the Sharks. Jesse Ramian is in. Matt Moylan is in. He is in jersey number 6. He plays really well there against Dylan Brown. I'm going to take Parramatta 24-18. I'm not too confident though, but hopefully the boys can get a good performance out this weekend. Thanks guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you do like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know your tips in the comments below. I'm not going to include my best bets segment. I might upload something on my Instagram, so make sure you follow at the Entertain House. And make sure you're following the In the Sheds podcast. We have gone live now. Mondays and Tuesdays are normally the days that we do it. So last night's episode is officially out. It's also out on Spotify. And yeah, that's going to do me for today. Thank you for watching, and recap tomorrow.